Hi, everybody. How are you doing? Welcome to tonight's embroidery happy hour. I hope everybody is doing really well and stuff. I had lost a little bit of track of time, so I know I'm a couple of seconds late and stuff because I was trying to pull up some embroidery files so that we can mess around with InBrilliance together, okay? Because one of the things that I wanted to do for this Friday night was kind of like recap a little bit about one of the videos that I just recently posted regarding the things that I love about InBrilliance and some of the fonts, because I got a lot of comments and a lot of emails about, questions. And one of the things is that I know InBrilliance can be kind of confusing to a lot of people. So I'm kind of hoping that during this happy hour that we can talk about it and review the whole software together and understand the different modules, because especially if you're interested in purchasing the software, one of the things you don't want to do is you don't want to purchase something you don't need. Okay, so I wanted to try to clarify a lot of that for a lot of you guys. And I also wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about the fonts as well. I know that in the old in the previous video that I did, I talked a little bit about how to pick every individual letter and change the colors. But I wanted to show you guys some of the things that I do with fonts that might help you guys whenever you're creating designs or doing shirts, or just personalizing stuff and trying to make it your own and stuff. So I see we have a whole bunch of people in the house. Let's see. Yeah, I see Miss Max and Seven Birds and Robin and Sassy. Hey, Yolanda. Hey, Oli. Hey, Barb. Hey, Juanita. Hey, Eddie. Hey, Donna. Hey, Norma. I see Karen and Cece and Diamond and Tammy. I see everybody starting to flow right in. Hey, Miss Moon, how are you? Hey, Shirley. Hey, Ken and One. Kelly's and One. And so, okay, so I'm going to get started, okay? As you guys know, I always have the replays, okay? So if you missed something from the beginning, don't worry about it. One of the things that I want you guys to do is, I'm going to be playing around with InBrilliance to show you some of the things that I like, okay? And then I'm going to try to break down the software for you guys. But let's break down the software first, okay? And then I'll show you some of the stuff. We'll do it the opposite way. But what I really want to do, hey, Miss Banks, how are you? And listen, one of the things I want you guys to do though is, as I'm trying to explain everything, any questions that you have or anything that you need me clarify, or even if I say something wrong, because I'm not perfect, okay, I'm not the expert and stuff. So if I say something and you may know of a better way to do it, share it in the comments, okay? Please do, because I really want this to be a session where we can all talk and explore the software, talk about different fonts and stuff, and really share ideas. Now, before I start though, I do want to say a special thanks to Miss I think it's Taisha Banks. Okay. Last week, the doorbell rang. I got this package, right? And it had the most heartfelt notes in it. And I want to show you guys what Miss Banks did for me. I mean, all these projects she did, with the exception of one, she did crocheting. She did all of these are in the hoop projects. And I called her up, and one of the things that she mentioned, which was so true, was that a lot of people say, hey, try to do in the hoop. But what happened was, it's not that I had a bad experience with the in the hoop. It's just that I found it really hard to follow, because in the hoop projects that you do in the embroidery machine, you really got to follow things step by step by step. And when you print out the directions, sometimes when you print out the directions, you're talking about pages and pages of directions. So that can really get you like flustered. And when I printed them out, I was kind of like, oh my God. And then of course, the impatient part of me, all right, you start reading it and then you don't finish it because you're like, oh, it can't be that hard. And then next thing you know, the project's all messed up. So but that was not the designer's fault. It was my fault because I got to learn to slow down and just read. Okay. So, I am so guilty of that. But I wanted to share with you guys some of the things that she made for me, which I thought was just beautiful. Now, she sent me this hand sanitizer. Um, and she did this in the hoop. Look how beautiful it is. In the back, it has a little heart, and it's to hold the hand sanitizer. I love this. Got it clipped on my pocketbook. I really love it, and she even made one for my mom as well. And Miss Banks, just know I mailed it out. My mom loves it. She's using it also. She actually thought I made it, and I had to explain no, that it came from you. So she told me to please say thank you to you. She also hand crocheted a hand wash thing. And the thing is, this is too pretty. It's like I don't want to use it because it's like so nice. And I look at it, and I'm gonna be honest, what goes through my mind is the time she took to make this. I know that this probably took a very long time to make, and I think it's like so awesome. And until even all of this, everything that she put in the package, she sent me like a little box with a whole bunch of goodies in it. The next thing that she made, also in the hoop, is this cute case. And inside the case, she put my name on it, and inside the case, it has these little pads for you to clean your face, to take the makeup off. So I thought this was so neat too. I was like, oh my God, this is like really cute, and it's all in the hoop. I was just like, wow. I mean, I really love the stitching on this. I want to put it close because I want you guys to see. I mean, look at the stitching on that, the edges. It's just really, really nice. And even on the pad itself, you can see the little hearts inside of it. I mean, I thought this was like so cool. So I know the lighting is pretty bad. I'm sorry. I'm trying to see how I can fix the lighting a little better and stuff. I know that as time goes on, my videos will be a lot better and all that kind of stuff. But I mean, it's all really about information as I see it anyway. And then she also made this little tea bag for me as well. And the I don't know how she did it, but the ribbons had my name on it. I don't know how you do that. I have to find out and stuff. And it's really cute. This holds tea bags. So you kind of like you open it up, and then see, it has little tea bags in there. So it's like so cute and stuff. So I'm like, oh my God, this is like so awesome. I was floored with everything. I really was. And then this I loved. She did a towel, and this has the hanging thing right here, all in the hoop. All of it's in the hoop. And I was like, oh my God. So this was like so cute. I really want to learn how to make these things because I do so many kitchen towels, but I don't do them with this. And I think this would be perfect to do. And I have a lot of kitchen towels that I messed up on. And like I tell you, I don't throw away anything. So usually what I do is when I'm embroidering a kitchen towel and it just goes awry, I just take the kitchen towel and I just cut it in half, and I keep the other side of the kitchen towel. Because what I was thinking was, okay, so it's half a kitchen towel, but I can make something like this. So I was trying to play around with doing hanging towels, but I really love the way her in the hoop came out. I love the stitching. The quilting is beautiful on here. I mean, it's just something that I'm like, I'm definitely going to be trying to teach myself as well. And then I also got a pot holder as well. This came out really, really cute and stuff. So, I mean, I got this all from Miss Banks in a nice little box. And Miss Banks, once again, thank you so much. And for all your kind notes. I mean, I love it. I really do. I mean, it's just like, it really is special when you get something from someone, because you're always making stuff for other people. And then to have somebody do something for you, it really is touching and stuff. So I just feel so, so blessed, because it's like, it's like so awesome. I mean, it really made my day. So I just wanted to say thank you so much, and I hope you don't mind that I shared it, because it's just that it's all so beautiful, and I really want everyone to see, the In the Hoop projects. I mean, that's like really really cool. So I am definitely going to just you know do it. I'm going to start looking at some of those In the Hoop files, and I'm going to start doing that myself, and everything. And let's see what else I want. Oh, I do, on a sad note, one of the things that I also wanted to mention, I posted it on our Facebook group. It's very sad. I think it was yesterday. I don't know if any of you guys watch Malene Ham's YouTube channel. She does a lot of sewing and quilting and everything. Unfortunately, she lost her battle to cancer yesterday, so that was like really really sad. I didn't realize that till I saw it was posted in one of the groups, and it was just kind of like, wow. So my prayers and everything to her family. I think that's like, I just couldn't believe that happened. She was so young, and so beautiful, and she was so talented also. I mean, I don't know if you guys have seen any of her videos. Her channel is Malene Ham, and she does sewing and crafting, and I really love the way she explains everything in detail and stuff. And honestly, I bought my Juki TL 2010Q, watching her review of that machine. That Her review of that machine was actually what really helped me to make my decision between getting the brother PL 1500 and the Juki and stuff. So that was like, it kind of like bothered me, because it's just, it's kind of funny, because sometimes you watch folks on YouTube and stuff like that, and in a way it's like they do become part of your life, because you kind of like watching them, and you learn so much from them. And she has given so much to the crafting community. I learned so much from her videos and everything. So I just wanted to say, let you guys know about what happened. And I don't know what else to say, except that it's just so sad. But anyway, but okay, so anyway, she's in heaven, and she's watching all of us and stuff, so we just got to keep sewing and quilting and keep her smiling up there in the sky. That's how that's how I look at it. So anyway, so anyway, okay, let's get back to what this embroidery happy hour is all about. Okay, we want to talk about InBrilliance, and we want to talk about fonts. Okay, and like I said, guys, what I want you guys to do is, any questions at all, and I may not even know the answer to some of the questions either, but you know what, put it out there. And if I don't know the answer, I'll let you guys know right up front. I don't know the answer, and I'll try to figure out what the answer is, and then I will post it on our Facebook group. So please, ask away and everything, because I really want this to be something where we all learn and stuff like that. So what I want to do now is I'm going to stop this share screen, because what I want to do right now is I want to actually share the a screen. And I guess what I'm going to do is I want to share a Chrome tab, which is the one with InBrilliance on it. Okay, hold on. Well, I'm going to share my entire screen. Here we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click on here. And hopefully you guys see it. Do you? I guess. All right. I am following on my phone as well, so that I can see if you guys can see what I want you guys to see. Okay. Now, I know I have a little delay on my phone. Okay, you do. You see it. Awesome. Okay, great. All right. So, so that you guys have an understanding, because I know a lot of people are very new to embroidery, and there is just so many different embroidery softwares out there and everything. You know, if you are new, a lot of folks just got their first embroidery machine for Christmas and everything. So just know this, okay? You can, if you get the Brother SC 1900, and I'm sure probably the PE 800 or some other embroidery machines, you're going to have some designs that are already preloaded in your machine. Okay, so I don't want people to think like, oh my god, I got this machine, I can't do anything with it. That's not true. You can work with the machine that you have as is. Okay, but as you start to practice and as you start becoming familiar with your machine, you're going to want to start doing stuff that's different. Okay, you're not going to want to use all the same designs in your machine. You're going to want to go out and you want to buy your own designs, and also you're going to want to create your own stuff, right? So that's where embroidery software comes in. Now there is different types of embroidery software, okay, and they come in different price ranges. All right, so and they're all very good. All right, so we have there's Hatch embroidery software, which a lot of digitizers use. There's another one that I hear a lot about, which is So What Pro. The reason why I use InBrilliance is because I'm an Apple girl. Okay, all my machines at home is an iMac, iPad, everything. We're all Apple. Okay, so when I was searching for embroidery software, there is not a lot of embroidery software out there for the Apple products, but InBrilliance was the only one actually that I found. So I started to watch more videos on YouTube about InBrilliance and started looking into it. And I saw that a lot of people that have purchased InBrilliance actually like the way InBrilliance works. Sorry, I just dropped something. Okay, one of my lights and stuff. So anyway, I'll just leave it there. I hope I'm not too okay, fine. I think we're good. All right, so anyway, so a lot of people seem to have really liked the way InBrilliance worked for them. So just so that you guys know, InBrilliance, I want you to think about it like a I don't know, let's see, let's think about it. Okay, let's think about it like oh, let's pick a store, Macy's or something, I don't know, or you know, or a house. Let's think of a house. Okay, all right, now in a house you have different rooms in that house, right? You have like the kitchen, you got the bathroom, you got the bedroom, you got the living room, right? So when you think of the word InBrilliance, think of InBrilliance as just the frame of the house. Okay, that's all it is. It's just, if you know, you're getting a brand new house built, and right now all you have is just the frame outside. You don't have anything in there yet. So InBrilliance is like, you know, it's like a frame of a house, but it has different types of rooms, and every room provides a different function. Okay, so let's look over here on the screen. Like right here, it says products. And as you can see, it has Essentials, it has Stitch Artist, Enthusiast. This is a new one, okay, which I just recently purchased today, which is Merlurly Patches. And I probably said that wrong. And this is another one, Density Repair Kit. And this is one that I demonstrated at the last video. And I'll do it again to show you guys. Then you have they sell fonts and collections. I didn't purchase that. And then they have Thumbnailer. Okay, now I have all of them for the exception of Alpha Tricks and fonts and collections. If you are new to InBrilliance, one of the things that I recommend is you start off with the essentials. Okay, now if you click on here, one of the things that'll happen is it'll actually give you a description of what each product does. Okay, now essentials is usually the basic. Okay, and this so that you can view, manage, and customize embroidery designs. Now this does not mean that it is a digitizing. Okay, if you want to digitize and draw and create your own embroidery files from scratch, that's when you're going to have to go in and you're going to have to buy Stitch Artist. Okay, now and okay, I cannot see the chat room on my phone, but that's okay. That's okay. I'll I'll switch back and forth and we'll get this going. Okay. So anyway, all right. So if you click on the products and then you see essentials, okay, it will tell you what it is that you're getting. All right. Also look here on the side. Okay. It tells you what you can do. You can merge designs. You can resize the designs. Okay. It will recalculate the stitches for you. So it'll tell you when you're making a design smaller or bigger, if you increase the amount of stitches or you decrease the amount of stitches. It's going to remove overlapping stitches. Now, it says it does that, but I'm going to be honest, I have tried to do that, and it doesn't seem to be working the way I thought it would, but it's not really a big deal. It helps you to colorize and also print templates. If you have it, Brother SE 1900, this is great that you get to print the template, because you're going to want to print it and you want to pin it to exactly where you want your stitch out to be. Okay. And you can add lettering. Okay. Now, let's say you want to do something like knockdown stitches. Okay. And this is where Enthusiast comes in. Okay, and I love Enthusiast because really of the knockdown stitches. All right, this is where you can add your knockdown stitches. You can custom hoops and thread palettes. All right, which is cool because I actually go in and I put in my mighty hoops on my Embrilliance and stuff. And then pull compensation adjustment tools. Okay, well, I'm going to be on, it says edit stitches, remove jumps, and separate the portions of each file. Well, to be honest, you can do this in Essentials as well, which is to remove the stitches. And I kind of like show you how you can cut it and take it out and stuff like that. So Enthusiast is really good, okay? Now, the Density Repair Kit, this is the last one that I showed at the last video, and it shows how it can clean up digitizing, okay, overlay density. So it kind of like any type of stitches that you have that are not that are not needed, it's going to remove it. So what it's going to do is it's going to minimize your stitches. Okay, so let me go back in here and let me remove this because I know it looks kind of annoying and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do here, and I'm going to stop that share screen, I'm going to go over to InBrilliance because I wanted to know what it is, what happened. Did something happened? I hope nothing happened. Miss Max, I hope, okay. No sound? Oh, you guys didn't have any sound. The screen is blurry. Oh, okay. All right, okay. All right, then we're gonna, you know what? I'm not giving up. We're gonna end up doing this a whole other way. All right, let me share the screen. I'm going to just share my window. Let's share this. Okay, guys. I hope you guys can see this. Can you guys hear me okay? Also, I hear sound. Okay, great. No sound. I hear you. I hear. Okay, awesome. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. All right. So I have InBrilliance up, and one of the things that I want to do now is I want to play around with InBrilliance. I'm going to show you guys a couple of things about the software and stuff. Now, right here, I bought this design, and this design I thought it was really, really cute. I got this off of, I believe it was embroiderydesigns.com. Okay. And one of the things that I want to do is I want to run the density repair stitch on here. Now, I hope you guys can see my mouse. Okay. And one of the things that I'm going to do, and then hold on, because I want to make sure that you guys can see and hear me. Bear with me. Oh, where is that screen? Hold on 1 minute, guys. Here it is, StreamYard. Okay, I'm going to make this a little smaller. Yes, okay, great. All right. So, one of the things that I want to do here is I want you to look, and I know you guys can see my mouse. Okay, I'm going kind of slow because I want you guys to see so that you guys can focus on what I'm trying to show you guys. Now, look right down here. Right here is where you get the total number of stitches for this design, which is 24,777, right? Okay, so I bought this design as is, and I'm loading it on here as is. So one of the things that I want to do is I want to run this little vacuum cleaner that I have up here. See that when you purchase the density repair kit from InBrilliance, this is what you get. You get this, and you also get this, which is a project advisor. Now, the project advisor kind of like tells you a little bit like what's the best type of fabric to use, the thread, and all that kind of stuff. As a matter of fact, let me click on this now. And as you can see, it says, please select what fabric type you want to use. Okay. And I'm going to click down. And I don't think you guys see it. I don't think it's showing on here. No, it's not. Oh, that sucks. Okay. Well, anyway. All right. Okay. Well, how am I going to do this? I'm going to have to share the entire screen. Am I? Yeah, I'm going to have to. Okay. Hold on a minute now, guys. Technical difficulties. I tell you. All right. So let me remove this and let me share my entire screen again. I'm going to stop sharing my screen and okay, let's share again. And I'm going to share the screen. I want to share the entire screen. Sharing screen was canceled. Hold on 1 minute. Give me 1 second, guys, because I want to. There you go. Share it. And I got it. All right. Okay. I got all this wonderful stuff opened up now. Okay. So. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to let me move this down here. All right, and I want you guys to focus on here. Focus on the InBrilliance that I have up here. All right. Now I'm going to click on this, and I'm hoping that you see this. I want to click the project advisor. See, I really want you guys to see this, so that's why I'm kind of like, okay, let me just. Great. All right. You guys see it. All right. Awesome. All right. So as I was saying before, and I'm going to cut this out right now. Okay. I want you guys to see, this is what I brought up right here. It has stitches 24,777. Okay. If you hit this vacuum cleaner, if there are any unnecessary stitches, what it's going to do is that number, that 24,777, is going to go smaller. So I'm going to hit that, and let's see what happens. There you go. I want you guys to see right now, and it's probably real small. Okay, I'm going to write that down because I want to see. Okay, I'm going to write down. It was 24,777. I just ran the vacuum. Right now, there's 22,291. And I'm going to pull out my little calculator over here and we got Mello in the background eating his new bone. Yes, I'm talking about you. All right, so that is a difference of 2,486 stitches, okay? Now, guys, the thing that I want you guys to realize with this, and I'm going to remove this because I want to talk to you guys about this a little bit. Okay. Let me remove this for now. I want to talk to you guys about this a little bit. Okay. The design was 24,777. When I ran that density repair kit, the stitches went down to 22,291, which means that there's a difference of 2,486 stitches. Now, what does that mean? Okay, what it means is your machine will have less stitches to stitch out, which means you're going to be saving on thread, and you're also going to be saving on time. Okay, now you have to remember too that the SC 1900 stitches 650 stitches per minute. Okay, so do that, divide that by 650. Okay, so you save about almost 4 minutes of stitch time. Okay, now 4 minutes may not sound that much, but if you were to sit in a chair for 4 minutes, you'll kind of realize it is kind of a long time. Okay, so to me, that is really, really cool. Okay, I mean, that is like a really cool feature. I thought it was worth everything to get that. So can you, okay, so I will be going down these questions and stuff because I know that there is a lot of questions on here and stuff like that. So don't worry. So just know, let me add this back here to the screen. Okay, I'm gonna add this in and let me make this smaller. So I just want you guys to know, and I'm gonna put this on the side. And I know it's a little like, oh, Jeanette, I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to get this as best as I possibly can. Okay. So anyway, that is one of the things that I love. Now I want to show you something else that comes with the density. Okay. There's a question mark that you see right here that's right by the vacuum. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to show you in this format, because it pops up a window and you don't see it. I'm going to click that, and right here what it has Project Advisor. Now it says please select a project or fabric type. You can click down here and you can select what type of fabric you're going to be using, the closest to it. So I'm going to select a bath towel. Okay, right here it tells you the recommendations, what kind of needle. It says to use an 11 or a 12, which is like a 75-11. Okay, it says the thread weight, which means a 40 would be good. It says 35. A 40 is fine. It tells you to use the water soluble topping. Okay, and the backing. Well, I usually use tearaway, and it also gives you a little bit of notes in here. Bath towels are very heavy and all that kind of stuff. So this is like a pretty good place if you really are kind of confused and just want to find out what is it that I can do. All right, with this. So I'm going to switch back here because I wanted you guys to see this. I wanted you guys to see, I'm going to remove this from here now. I really wanted you guys to see that pop-up box where it has the projects and all that kind of stuff, because sometimes people, even me myself, sometimes when I'm working on something, I may be a little confused about what type of stabilizer or something I could use. But a lot of times I kind of like just look it up and all that stuff. But it's just another form, another place that you can go to get help and stuff. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna go up the chat room because I want to see if there is any type of questions out there with stuff that I've talked about so far. Hey Susan, hey Ann, hey Valerie, hey Barb. Okay, I see Deidre and Leslie. Hey Robin. 3-day weekend. Yep, you got that right. Hey Evelyn. Let's see. Okay. I'm so happy you loved everything. This cross was knitted. It didn't take hoop was sewn in. Oh, Miss Banks, I did. I love all your stuff. Thank you. Thank you so much and stuff. Okay, I am going to scroll down, guys. Mary, Trisha. Okay, I'm gonna scroll down because I'm looking for stuff regarding Embrilliance. Okay, so don't be mad if I don't say hi and stuff. You guys know I love you guys all. Hey Valerie, hey Cece. Even though I'm trying to always try to say hi. Okay. Let's see. She looks clear to me. Okay, good. Don't forget thumbs up. Hope you guys like this video, and I hope it's beneficial. Okay. Jeanette, do you have all 3 levels of Stitch Artist? Okay. I have purchased, Tammy, Stitch Artist 3. And I think when you purchase Stitch Artist 3, you automatically get, I believe I do have all 3, but I just bought 3, a level 3, and you automatically get 1 and 2 with the 3. Okay. Now, I am not a digitizer, Tammy. One of the reasons why I bought the 3 was because there were 2 files that my husband wanted to kind of like merged together, but wanted to adjust the designs. So he wanted to give it a shot. So he was, I didn't have a digitizer at the time, so I didn't have anybody to go out and digitize for me. So he wanted to give it a shot. So we bought it, and I figured it's a business expense anyway. And I did at that time wanted to learn a little bit about. Hey Eve, oh thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that. I wanted to learn a little bit about digitizing. I will say I still want to learn. It's just that it's I'm not sure how I feel about it as of yet. I don't really want to jump into it yet, right? I'm more of a machinist. I love playing around with the embroidery machine. I love making the products. I love shopping with the fabric. I like dealing with the items and putting them in the machine and seeing the outcome and wrapping them up and giving them to the customer. That's really more my thing. I really love doing that. As for the digitizing, I just want to learn enough that I can just make small modifications to designs. For actually taking a picture and importing it into Embrilliance and actually creating the actual design, the digitize, that would be a good skill to learn. If you can learn that, I mean, I think that's like great. But now that I do have some digitizers that I work with, and the prices are pretty reasonable, I have no problem with getting a design from a customer and then reaching out to one of my digitizers and have them do it, because I don't really have the time to sit there and actually draw everything out. And for those folks that take a digitizing class, one of the things that I do recommend that you do is at least try to take one, or just do a YouTube look on YouTube real quick. John Deere is really great at this. Look at how the digitizing is, because I will tell you, you will have a great appreciation for that art. I mean, that, and it's not even art, like the skill level of being able to apply every single stitch on a design. I think that's like, wow. I mean, it blows my mind. But it's something that I want to learn, but it's not what I want my expertise to be. So I think I gave you like a whole mouthful, Tammy, but but I did buy it, but it is not something that I use often. Okay, so it's that's just how it is. Okay, never purchased in Brilliance. I just purchased Enthusiast and thin nailer only. Yes, I do use both of those. The Enthusiast I purchased a lot because I like the knockdown stitches. Knockdown stitches are really, really great to do. For the simple fact that if you have very thick fabric, you don't want the stitches to sink in. And another thing too, even though you use water soluble topping, okay, you got to remember that disappears within time. So unless you're using very thick fonts, if you have a thin font on something like a terry cloth or something like that, within time those stitches are going to sink into that fabric, okay? And it's not going to look as great after a couple of washings. It's not going to look as great as when they first got it. So the knockdown stitches is really great for that when you're working with fabric that has like fuzz on it or and stuff like that, or a bath towel for instance. That is something that's really great and stuff. I found that I don't have a problem with hidden stitches. Oh, okay, cool. Let's see. Screen's blurry. Okay, change the resolution. Okay. I hope you guys can see me okay. And so, okay, it looks like everybody's giving me the thumbs up. Everybody can see me. Everybody can hear me. Okay, awesome. Okay, does anyone know if you can pay the difference between the cost of Embrilliance to upgrade, or do you have to pay the full price for Enthusiast? Hi, Angela. You have to pay the full price. That what it is the way that Embrilliance works is, if you want Embrilliance Essentials, this is the price for Embrilliance Essentials. Then if you want Enthusiast, it's not a difference between the price you pay for Enthusiast. That's how it works and stuff. I thought I read that you must pay the full price of the upgrade. You do. You do. And you have to buy each individual module separately, and it can be very expensive. Okay, which is why one of the things is that I tell people is, if you are looking at Embrilliance, think about, you know, what it is that you want to do. What is it that you need? Okay, like for instance, if I had to do it all over again, I probably would not have bought Stitch Artist 3, even though today I bought the module for the patches, and in order to do the patches, I think you need level 3. From that's what I saw in one of the videos, so I'm kind of glad that I got it and stuff. But I want to show you guys the patches as well, and stuff, because that seems like a really cool feature, because that's something that I want to tackle this year. I really want to learn patches. I want to learn how to make them and design them and stuff like that, because that is a big seller. You know, sometimes not everybody wants, you know, to have a certain item embroidered, and then sometimes people, what they will do is they give away patches, and then people have the option of putting the patch on a hat or jacket or a bag or something like that. So, you know, I really want to learn the patches this year and stuff. Okay, let me see. Okay, so if I purchase Enthusiast, I can upgrade to other programs at no cost. No, Angie, you purchase every single software differently. Okay, so I'm going to add this back to the screen because I want you guys to see, and I know I'm all over the place. All right, so I want you guys to see right here, when you are looking at the product, see how they have the prices. Okay, like right now they got like some sale going on right here. And let me see, do you guys see it? Yeah, you do. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me go back. Okay, I'm hiding here, and I hope you guys see this. All right, yeah, you do. All right. If you see right here, when you click on Essentials, like Essentials right now, they got some sale going on right now. They're charging $139 for it. And then if you like, after you buy Essentials, like today I bought this one, which is the patches software. That was it was on sale for $199, so I figured let me just snag it now while I can and stuff. I think the sale's going on till the 18th that they have, but they usually have it. Here's the density repair kit. One of the things that I really love, which was $128. I honestly I love this repair kit. I think it works really well and stuff like that. So I'm going to now remove this, and I'm going to stop sharing this. Hold on, stop, because I want to go straight into Embrilliance, because one of the things that I want to do is I want to share with you guys. Let's go into my windows of Embrilliance, and it's not showing and stuff. There's always oh, I could have did a tab on Chrome. Look at that. I didn't know that. Let me see. Let me add this here. Okay. And let me see if, yeah, okay, this works. Okay, awesome. I like this. Okay, so much better. All right, see, learn something new every day. Okay, all right, so, okay, so I'm going to go over here now. And let's talk a little bit about it. Okay, now one of the things that I want to show you is, okay, we already went over all the different products that they have, okay, and the different things that you can do with their stuff. Okay, now I wanted to also show you guys right here. I want you guys right here where it says connect. All right, there's a little section here. It says BX font designers. All right, I really want to show you guys. I showed this in the past, but you know, you always get new people watching you and stuff. I really want you guys to see this. Okay, this is a list of websites that they sell a whole bunch of different embroidery designs. Okay, and they also sell BX fonts. Now, for those that are new, BX font is the font. Is the format of fonts that you can buy, that you can just import into Embrilliance. So that way you could just type in the word instead of adding every letter individually. Okay, but these a lot of these shops have gorgeous designs that you can go and buy from. They have in the hoop designs and everything like that. Look, you even have, look, designed by Juju is on here, designs by Little B. creative appliques on here. You know, in Embro designs, embroidery designs is on here as well. So this is a really good resource for, you know, for you to look at, so that way you guys can learn, you know, I mean, not learn, but look for good sites and stuff, you know, that and I don't know if Embrilliance goes through some kind of process where they're trying to, you know, they look at the websites before adding it on here. But I will tell you this, I have gone through these some of these websites, and they've gotten some beautiful designs, and a lot of the files that I have purchased from them, I've never had an issue with them. Okay, so you know, look, even Stitchtopia is on here. Okay, so really great, great information out here. I love it. Okay, now another thing that I want to bring to your attention also is, if you click on here, it has free utilities. Okay, I mean, you click in here if you want to just play around with InBrilliance. Okay, they have an express version on here, and I see right here, and I just noticed this yesterday, they have air stitch for iPad. Now I've never played with it, but they're free, so you can download this, and then you can you know, play around with InBrilliance and see if you like the product, you know, if there's something that you want to buy and stuff like that. But you know, just something that I wanted to bring out, you know, and show you guys. Let's see, there is something else too that I wanted to bring to your attention as well. I'm going to scroll up here. If you click on here, there's downloads, right? In downloads, this is where you can find out if they have an upgrade to your software. So for those of you guys that have InBrilliance right now, okay, just always check here. There is the latest version. The latest version right here is InBrilliance 1.173. Okay, so they also have an upgrade to the thumbnailer, okay, which you should have version 2.99. So if you know, when you go into your InBrilliance, check on your machines, and if you don't have the latest upgrade, this is where you would go so that you can get the latest one, the latest version of that software. So just wanted you guys to see that as well. Okay, also there, you know, a lot of great information here. You have videos in here that you can watch. Lisa Shaw is I don't know if she works for InBrilliance and stuff, but there, you know, she has a lot of great videos on how InBrilliance works and stuff like that, and she's really, really good at showing you step by step how to do it. So highly recommend watching some of her stuff. And then here are some playlists on YouTube that they have on all of the different types of parts of InBrilliance that you can go to. They have videos and all that stuff that you can watch and everything. So I wanted to make sure you guys are aware of it. So, you know, I'm going to go back on here. Let me remove that. So, you know, one of the things too that I noticed when I was looking at embroidery software, is support, right? You know, sometimes, you know, you always want to make sure that there is enough support out there for you to be able to learn the software, and you know, and if you get stuck, that you can get help, or at least be able to find the solution to that problem. Now I'm going to be honest, with InBrilliance, there is just so much information out there. A lot of people do videos on how to use it and all that kind of stuff. I love it. So I just, you know, it's just something that I just really wanted to make sure that I share with you guys and stuff, because it is really, really, really good. Oh, let me remove that. Another thing too that I want to show you is the Enthusiast. Okay, and I'm going to stop sharing this screen, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my InBrilliance screen, and for some reason it's not showing my InBrilliance screen. I'm really sorry, guys, because I know this can be, oh, I just you know, shot myself out of the video here. Okay, so let me get out of here. All right, then hopefully I can now bring InBrilliance in here. And so here we go. Windows, got it. All right, I'm back. Okay, great. Got InBrilliance back in the picture here. All right, so I wanted to show you guys Enthusiast. All right. Now on my screen, of course, because I have to show you everything, but I want to it on the top of you'll have in Brilliance, and then you'll have like a little tab that says utility. Utility is where you have the knockdown, add knockdown stitches option. Okay. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to go the old fashioned way to show you guys how to do this. Man, yeah, I'm going to have to because you guys are not going to see it. And I want you guys to see everything. But let me go back to the chat room because I want to make sure that you guys see. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, yep. Yep, everybody, you got to buy them separately. Yep, you do. Okay. If necessary, will the density go up? Okay, don't know what you mean by that. Okay, with the density, Sassy, you always want your density to go down. You don't want it to go up. Okay, that's the whole reason for the thing. You don't want unnecessary stitches because you use more thread and all that kind of stuff, Sassy. So, you don't want it to go up. That's it's just you're putting stitches on top of stitches. And stuff. So I hope that I hope that that helps. Sassy, if it doesn't, please say something. Okay. By the time you add up all the modules in Embrilliance, may want to consider getting Wilcom Hatch 2. Yep. See, I don't know about Wilcom, Barb. But I heard Hatch is really, really good product. A lot of people use that. The thing is, like I said, I'm an Apple person, so I'm kind of stuck with Embrilliance. Not that it's a bad thing, because I kind of like it. But I'm not much into digitizing and stuff, but I seem to be content right now. So one thing about Embrilliance, you can buy the modules as you find as you need added tools. Yes, and that's one of the things that I'm trying to articulate today, Barb. Totally, and you kind of said it all in one sentence. There are so many different tools in Brilliance, and each tool does something different. So what you do is you just get what you need. That's what I'm saying. Like the Stitch Artist 1, 2, and 3, I didn't really honestly need it because I didn't need it. You know what I'm saying? But all the other modules I seem to use and stuff like that. So, hey, Eve, oh, not sure why I'm showing is not described when I was. Oh, and stuff. But this is resubscribing. Hey, Miss Crack Creations. Hash versus Embrilliance. Yeah, and I don't know much about Hash. Now, I believe there is a gentleman who started a YouTube channel. He's called Romero Threads. He's really, really good. And he started doing some digitizing and teaching how to do digitizing. If I remember correctly, I believe he is using Hatch. So I highly recommend take a look at some of his videos. He is really good. I like the way he teaches. He goes really slow. You can follow the bounce and everything. So he is really, really good. Let me see. It depends on how much you want to digitize. Yes, and it does. It's totally, yeah. Let me see. I am into learning digitizing. So I don't have to send it out to digitizers. Do the digitizing for the customers. Yes, Barb, that is, yeah, it is, and that is a plus. Okay, that is a plus. If you decide to learn how to digitize yourself, then you really don't need a digitizer at all. That means that you can just take the designs and you can do all the work yourself, and you don't have to pay anybody on the outside. So that is a plus. But the only thing that goes through my mind is like and let me remove this so we can talk and stuff. Let me see, I think I'm good. Okay. One of the downsides when I was thinking about should I learn digitizing or should I not learn digitizing, the thing is, this is what crossed my mind is I'm into selling products and stuff. So like I think about Christmas, right? Christmas, I could not get a break. The sales were just like coming in for those kitchen towels, for the dinner napkins and stuff like that. if at during that time, if I had somebody that came to me and said, hey, can you digitize a customized design for me? I would have to be like, I can't do it because the time is just not there. So, it just depends. I'm sure that it's not every day that you're going to have somebody that may come up to me and say, hey, Jeanette, can you digitize this design? But the thing is sometimes I don't know, especially right now, maybe later on, maybe, because I mean, I got 4 years left. I retire in 4 years. So maybe in 4 years, I'll have the time and then I can do both. But right now, in my situation right now, I work full time. So during the day, I can't do any of this. Okay. I have to wait till I get off work. And then it's either, I turn on my machines that I'm embroidering and stuff. I don't have that time for the digitizing. So maybe when I'm retired, I could do both and stuff. But right now, it's just not something that I know I can handle. And, I'm running the channel, the Facebook group, all that takes a lot of time. So, it's just not something that I feel that I should be able to take on to. I don't want to like do all this stuff and then it's like, I'm like, bah, going crazy, what I'm saying? So, yep, and you do know, yep, and I agree with Barbara. The one thing that I do recommend is at least know the fundamentals of digitizing because sometimes you need to do something, okay, like remove a jump stitch or something like that. So, it's just something that, you can do. Okay, can you explain each program? Okay, um, hey, Miss Miller. Okay, I kind of did in a way. I know I did it kind of quickly, but if you go into hey Irma, thanks so much for the super chat. If you go into Embrilliance, and let me do it right now. I'm gonna do it for you right now. Let me get out of here. I'm gonna go in and do it one more time so that you know at least where to go. Okay, um, and stuff. I want to at least show you that. Um, let's see, let's do the share screen again. I'm going to do the entire, oh, no, I could just do the Chrome. Okay, let me just do the Chrome. There you go. All right. Let me see. Do you see it? Yeah, you see it. Okay. Now, okay, let me go back in here. All right. So let's go. If you go over, I'm gonna go to the home page. Okay, Miss Miller. All right, we're right here at the home page. Okay, and let me try to make this big so you guys can see exactly what I'm doing. Okay, you'll see right here on the left hand side, it has the products. All right, now when you click on each of these products, okay, right here, it's going to tell you right here what this particular portion of Embrilliance, this product, this room of the house, what it does. Okay. Now this is for merging designs and resizing them, removing overlapping stitches, and you get to print the templates and add letters. Okay. Now also Enthusiast. Let's click on that. When you click on that right here, it talks to you about adding the knockdown stitches. Okay, and stuff. The density repair kit, if you were to click on that, then it'll tell you right there that what it does is it just cleans up the design for you. Okay, just removing unnecessary stitches and stuff like that. And the thumbnailer, what the thumbnailer does, it just lets you preview the embroidery, the file without actually opening it. Okay, because sometimes what happens is you'll have the name plus a PES, or the name plus whatever extension of whatever embroidery machine you're using, and you just know what it is, but you want to take a look at it, you have to actually open it. So with the thumbnailer, you'll be able to get like a little box at the bottom, so when you highlight that file, you can see the actual picture and you see what it looks like. Okay, so that's a quick little let's remove that, a little bit of how how it is. So Miss Miller, I hope that helps. Okay, and stuff. Hey Liliana, how are you? Hey Robin. Okay, you don't pay for the upgrade. Okay, let me see. Thank you for all the education. Oh, you're welcome, Elma. I appreciate that. um Okay, I bought 4 patches, hoping you show the patches. I really want to learn them. Yes, and I bought them early. Yeah, and I can't figure it out. Oh, well, okay. Well, let me show you guys Merly, okay? The Merly is the new one that I bought, and I'm going to let me take this out. I'm going to how can I do this? Let me share Embrilliance with you guys. All right, let's talk about Merly. Let's talk about Merly. Wow, it's 9 o'clock already. I can't believe this. Okay, and I didn't even touch on fonts yet. Oh my God. Okay, let's talk about Merly. Okay, now with Merly, all right. Let me tell you something about. Let me add a new box on here. I'm going to hit the text box, and I want to click on font. Now with Merly, you get all these fonts installed. You're going to have these automatically installed in here. And I'm going to I'm scrolling down, and I keep scrolling. Hold on. It's going to say Merly in the front. And I believe you get a whole bunch. All these right here. Okay? You're getting like a whole bunch of files, and these are all the ones to use in the patches. Now, one of the things about the Merly is I want you guys to look right here. If you have, this is where they came out. I saw a video and they said you need stitch level 3, and you click on the merge design, the little wheel right here. And I hope you see my mouse. I'm going to move it real slow. It's right next to the A. Click on here. And I'm clicking on there right now. And I don't think you're going to see the pop-up. Okay. In order for me to show you this, I'm going to have to change this up. Man, okay. This is getting a little annoying. I am really sorry about this, guys. But I really, all right. I'm going to have to share the whole entire screen so that you guys can see the pop-up boxes. Okay? So, okay, I'm sharing the screen right now. All right. So, how am I going to do this? Okay, so I see this, and here I am. Okay, I got Embrilliance up, and I'm going to try to cover as much of the background as I possibly can, and I'm doing it. Good. Okay. Now, this is what I have learned about Merly so far, okay? If you go to the letter A, okay, and then you click on this little, it's like a little wheel with an arrow going down, click on this. All right, when you click on this, you're going to see a catalog in the library. This is what you get. It says Embrilliance Merly. And when you scroll down, you're going to see the different types of patch outlines that you can use. All right. Now, this is one that I was playing around with today when I was watching Lisa Shaw, and she was looking at the shields. And as you can see, one of the things that I want to show you about the shields is right here. You see where it says shield number 4, and then it says shield 4 top tab. Okay. This you can select just this, or you can select this shield with the shield top tab. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select both, okay? And I'm going to hit okay. And look, it brings it all together. And then one of the things she did was you select the top tab that you saw that I select, just move it up. And there you go. Now, I wanted to show you guys something too that I recently learned. In here, you're going to see like there's these little arrows, these little outlines in here. Okay. Now, what it is you're going to select a font, right? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to select one of the Merly fonts. Now, the Merly fonts are really cool because the Merly fonts are small, okay? You got to remember when you're working on patches and stuff like that, you can't use these big fonts, these big fancy fonts. You have to use very little small fonts in order to fit in the patches, right? You know, and the other thing too is remember when you're using small fonts, you should always use thread that has a weight of 60, okay? And make sure that you change your needle to like a 65.9 because you don't want a thick thread and you don't want a needle that's going to make a big hole in it, because then it's gonna look funny. It's not gonna look crisp and clean. Okay, so I'm gonna scroll down, and I want to show you. Here's the Merle, and then there was one that fire. Let's look at fire. Now, one of the things too is these things right here, and I'm going to click on that. The shield. Okay, one of the things that I learned is, here's the top shield, and I'm going to click on that. There is a little section in here that says notes. Okay, click on this, and here it says 5. 5 is to stretch, to fill the tab. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see it because it's really small, but pay attention to the notes. And then what it is go in here, and then I'm going to type sewing. Okay, I'll put sewing. And another thing too that I want you guys to notice as well, if you hold on. Okay, sewing. There was another place in here. Nope. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to figure it out here. Okay, information. There you go. Something new that I learned. Here's this letter I. If you click on this, this tells you all the available characters that are in that font. Okay, so if you notice, it's all capitals. There's not small fonts in there. Okay, so, and it also tells you the recommended size. Okay, and everything. So this is pretty neat. Okay, so I just wanted to show you that. That's that information button that's right there. Okay, I recently learned that today, and that floored me, and I want to find out if that works with other fonts that I bought too. But anyway, all right, let's go back to this notes. When you click on notes here, okay, hold on, I gotta click on the shield. We click on the shield. Okay, I got the shield highlighted. I'm gonna click on notes, and then he says envelope 5. So what you do is you have to put name, lettering, object, letters 5 to stretch. Okay, so what you do is click on here. See how I click that? See how I highlighted letters? Okay, and then I'm going to do 5, and I'm going to hit enter. Okay, and it's supposed to stretch it. There you go. It stretched it. See, isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? So it's like you have to put that there, letters 5, and it's stretched right here. Now here, there's another little box in here, right? So let's click on that little box. I'm going to hit that shield, okay? Hit notes. And here, there's different ways you can do it. You can put the words in here, or you can put it at the bottom. Okay, and I got all this from Lisa Shaw. She got a video on this, and so I'm actually copying her, but you know, because I recently learned it, I want to show you guys. So I'm gonna do another text, okay, and the letters I'm gonna pick Merle. Let's pick something that's like really. She picked it Coast. I'm gonna do Block Mini. Okay, I'm gonna do Block Mini. Look how little that is. Okay, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do Jeanette. I'm going to hit enter. See, Jeanette's on there. Okay. And then what I'm going to do here is right here where it has letters, that's where you make the modifications. Now, one thing to look at though is when you click on the shield and you look at the notes, follow how they say to do it. Okay. Like, look, if you want the baseline, which is the upper arch, okay, you have to do letters 1C1. So you have to type in 1C1 in order for Jeanette to be up there. So I'm going to go up here, and it's got to be -1C1. I think that's it. Yep. Okay. And somehow it just had it out here, but I can move it down. There you go. There you go. Isn't that cute? So I think that's like pretty cute. That's pretty awesome. So I really like that. Okay. Now let's do another one. Okay. Let's put expert. All right, so which I'm not an expert, I'll tell you that right now. But I tried to do a shirt the other day, it didn't work out. Okay, so anyway, oops, I keep hitting notes at the wrong one. You need to hit shield and then you hit notes and then you can find out where it is. So this is the bottom left. So you do letters 2, bottom right, letters 3, envelope, stretch letter 4. I don't know what letter 4 does. Let me see what letters 4 does. I'm gonna put a 4 there. Let's try it. Oh, that's what that does. Okay. All right. Well, excuse me. Okay. So Jeanette just has it curved, but the expert, okay, that actually fills up the whole thing. Let me take out Jeanette. That's pretty neat. Okay. So that kind of does the same thing like the top. It stretches it. So let me go to shield and let's go to notes and look. Yep, stretch. Look, stretch to fill upper arch. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. But let's do the bottom. Let's see what that one does. See, I'm still learning this too, so you guys can learn with me. Okay, so man, I hope there's still people in the chat. And so if I'm talking to myself, oh well. Okay, let me do mellow. I'm gonna do mellow, and then right here, I'm gonna hit shield, and I want to do a bottom, and I'm gonna do a number 3. Let's see what number 3 does. Oh, look at that. Okay, so it went right at the bottom right here. Look at that. Isn't that cute? So that's pretty cool. So this is like to make patches and stuff. I really do like this. Okay, it's just getting used to it. What I really like is if you click on here in the library, you get all these different types of patch styles that you can do. Okay, they even got like, I think, military ones and stuff like that. I mean, this is like really cool. You can really be creative and create your own patches with this. I mean, this is like really cool. And I really love that you get all of the fonts that actually fit in the patch, right? Because that is something that's really hard to do when you're looking for for small fonts. There's not a lot of small fonts out there. So I think this is like really awesome. Now, this is something that I want to try with the fonts. Okay, if you guys don't mind, let's give this a shot. I want to do a font, and I'm gonna type mellow on here, and I just want to pick another font that I purchased, and I just want to see something because let's see. Let's look at a Stitchtopia font. Okay, that a lot of people ask me about the Maya font. One of my favorites. You can never go wrong with that. But I want to talk to you guys about fonts too. Anyway, but oh, look at that. Okay. Now, one of the things that the reason why I wanted to do this is because I wanted to see right here where it has the font name. Look at that information. I want to click on that. And look at that. I think this is awesome. Look, it says available characters. Okay. And it actually tells, look, it lists all the capital letters, all the lowercase letters. Okay. So I think that is really awesome. I didn't know that feature was in here. So you could just click on a font and then find out what is available there. Another font that I actually want to look at is the New York, I keep saying New York, New Times Roman font that I have. And I have this font right here. Okay, I'm changing that. I want to click on this information. There you go. I'm clicking on that and look what this tells me. I can do capitals, I can do small, I can do numbers, okay? And it also has a couple of symbols in there. So I think that is a very cool feature in Embrilliance. I did not know about clicking on that circle with the eye as an information tab. Okay, so while we're here though, I do want to touch a little bit about fonts. Okay, about some of the things with fonts. Not all fonts look great. Okay, And now let me tell you, let me explain what I mean by that. Sometimes you're looking to buy a font and you see how they put the font and they only have like one name and it looks beautiful. Then you go and you buy the font, and then when you try to type in something that you want to say, it doesn't look right. Okay. I want to show you something that I do. All right. I'm going to look at a Stitchtopia font, and I'm going to do the Maya font, okay? And as if you notice right here, they have like a Maya 1, a Maya 2, and a Maya 3, okay? So I am going to pick Maya 1, all right? Now look at this M, okay? Now I actually like this M, all right? But if I was to select this font, okay? And let's say I select number 2, Maya number 2, all right? And I'm going to do an inch. Okay, look at the M. Okay, see how it curves right here and stuff? I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a fan to that letter. Okay, so one of the things that I do, okay, sometimes you like the font, you like the way the rest of the word looks, but you don't like how that capital letter looks. All right, like the letter W. Sometimes the W looks great, sometimes it doesn't. This is what I do. This is a little trick that I do. What I do is I just do Elo, okay? And then what I do is then I select the letter M, and then I will use another font for the letter M. So let's say I want to use oh, I don't know, the Mary font or something, right? So I would just change the font. You know what I'm saying? You know, the whole word, this is, I guess this is what I'm trying to tell you. What I'm trying to tell you is the whole word doesn't have to have the same font style. Okay. Sometimes, like, you let's see, let's do my last name, Woods. Okay. Oh, that's all caps. I don't want to do all caps. All right, let's do Woods. Okay. Now, this is a font called Mary. Okay. Let me pick another one that looks a little like yellow roses or something like that. Oh, I don't know. Okay. Where is, okay, there's a Sarah font. Okay, let me try that one. All right, see? All right, so here's one. This is called Sarah. And this has a lot of squiggly lines, okay? And I like this W, but I don't like the way the rest of this word is. So what I will do here is I will take out the OODS, okay, and hit enter, because I want to keep the W. And then what I will do is I will select another font that I want, OODS, okay? And I'm going to, I don't know, let's pick the Maya font again. Okay. And maybe I want it to look like this. All right. And I mean, and sometimes you have some fonts that like the capital letter is like beautiful. They have like little hearts or something like that. Change it up. Just change it up, because sometimes that happens too. Like sometimes I'll get a customer that'll have a name, and the first letter looks kind of tacky, like maybe the letter L or something like that doesn't look right. So I'll just change up the fonts and stuff just so that it looks neater and stuff like that. So that is something that I just wanted to really share with you guys, because this is something that's pretty cool and neat. Let me go back to the chat box and stuff. Let me go in here. I want to go back in the chat box because I want to see if you guys have any type of, is a good addition to Embrilliance. Yep, I really do like. I just literally bought this, Barb, and I have to say I really do like the patches, and I can see myself playing with it and stuff. I really, because patches is really pretty cool. Who designed your logo? It's beautiful. I'm looking for a logo designer. Hey Nana, the person that designed my logo his name is Winston, and I can put you in touch with him. He is a college student, and he is all into art. He is a fantastic artist. And he has done all my logos. He has recently done a brand new logo with me with multi-needle machines and stuff. But Nana, just send me an email and I will put you in touch with Winston. He's really, really, really good and stuff. Let's see. Is there any? Yeah, do a search. Yeah, Lisa Shaw is really, really good. She has tons of video on Embrilliance. Okay, she really does and stuff. She is really good, and I like the way she explains stuff. She's so simple, very, very clear and really, really good. Oh, he's using Winston. Okay, thanks, Barb. Thanks for letting me know. Okay, Ramona, oh my God, and I'm not Spanish too. Romero threads. Okay, I thought he was using Hatch. Nope, scratch that. He's using Winston, and Winston is another good embroidery software that I heard about it, but it's Windows. It's all Windows based and stuff. So it's like, come on, guys, you guys got to get with Apple, because I like Embrilliance, but I wouldn't mind trying the other embroidery software too and stuff. So yeah. But yes, he does his free lessons every Saturday. And he's actually really, really good. He has some really good videos. He just started his channel and he has a Rokoma embroidery machines and he's really, really good. I like the way he explains stuff and everything. So yes, supporting Romero Thresha. Yes, please support him. I mean, he is really, really good. I have to admit, I love it when I see that people take time to help other people. I just love seeing that and stuff. And I love supporting that. Okay, the one who takes the time to make digitizing has time, but if you're super busy with orders, you can't do it. Yep, exactly, Elena. That's why right now, where I am right now, digitizing is not going to be something that I can do. I am, I signed up for John Deere's course, Digitizing 101. But I really did it because I want to learn the basics. That's really what it is. Do you all have Embrilliance? Hey, Eve. No, I mean, well, I have Embrilliance, but I know, Eve, there's a lot of people out there. Embrilliance is not the only one. I mean, I'm not saying, don't get it and stuff like that. But what I'm saying is, Eve, what I would do is, look at all the different types of embroidery software that is out there, okay? Because this is what's important. You want to make sure that you understand the software, that is easy for you to work with, and I gravitated to Embrilliance. First of all, I kind of in a way didn't have a choice because I'm an Apple user, but I'm going to be honest. I mean, when I looked up all the videos of Embrilliance, I was able to follow them. And so I found it kind of user friendly for me. So, but Eve, what I really truly recommend is like when people ask me what embroidery machine to buy, right? It's really going to be the same answer. My recommendation is look at all the different types of embroidery machines, different types of embroidery software, and you'll know which one's right for you. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to think about what is it that you want to do, right? So to me, it's like if you're not really into digitizing and you don't want to learn digitizing because you're more like a machinist, you're just someone who likes to actually just take products and embroider, like that's where I am right now, then you could look at something like So What Pro, or you can look at something like Embrilliance Essentials just to start off. You don't have to be spending a whole lot of money and stuff like that. So because all you really want to do is you just want to open up embroidery designs and maybe add text and just change things just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So that could be enough for you. And I'm not sure about So What Pro if it has stuff like knockdown stitches and all that kind of stuff. But one of the things too to think about when the knockdown stitches, When I did a video on knockdown stitches, on my channel, I also did it with knockdown stitches and embossed files. Okay. And the reason why I did that is because, you know, embroidery is very, very expensive. Okay. You know, it's like you always think that you're okay, and the next thing you know, there's something else you gotta buy, right? And it can really burn a hole in your pocket. So, you know, in the enthusiast will give you the ability to add knockdown stitches, but if you don't have enthusiast, don't think that you're kind of like, oh no, I can't do it. That's not true. There are things out there like embossed files that, you know, you don't have to spend a lot of money on. Sometimes you can buy an embossed file for like $2 or $3, and sometimes you can buy a whole set of those files for like, I think I bought a set for like $7 or something like that. And all you do is you just put the text on top of the embroidery. And what it is it that will serve as your knockdown stitches. And they got some really, really cute embossed files. They have the different shapes, the squares, the triangles. They have the rectangles. They even have some with a little bit of design on them and stuff. So, you know, just do your research and all that kind of stuff, you know, because I really think it's, you know, I always tell people, you know, save your money, you know, be careful with your money and stuff. And talk about saving with money and stuff. Eve, in her channel, she started something with like planners, right? So me personally, I wanted to do that too, right? So today I bought my planner, and this is a little tip for you guys. I always wait till the end of January, because the end of January, you know, they want to try to get rid of their planners, right? Because so it was like 60% off, right? And this is the other thing too that I want you guys to think about. Sometimes planners, what it is, it's just dates and numbers, right? So look at old planners that are like 2021. You can get them like dirt cheap. The only thing is, and let me show you what I did with my planner, okay? This had July 2021, and I just took a sticker, put it over the 2021, and wrote in 2022. See? And I didn't have to pay $25. So, you know, just a little tip, you know, save that money, you know, and this is a cute planner and stuff. I like it because it says every step forward takes you closer to your dreams. I like that, you know, and my dream is retirement. I'm retiring 4 years, so I'm getting closer every day. So that's just a little tip and stuff. So Eve, you know, not everybody has Embrilliance and stuff, but just go out there, do your research, and ask questions too, okay? YouTube video yesterday ranking digitizing. Welcome was #1 and Brilliance #2, and I think Hatch was #3. And I'm still learning. There are a lot of tutorials. Welcome's end up around 4K. Wow, and in Brilliance 1600. Yeah, and that's the thing too. I mean, look at the, you know, the prices and stuff like that. You know, regarding density repair. Okay, increasing density. If a design looks like it may need to be more filled in stitches in some spots. Okay, Sassy, one of the things you can do with that is when you are in Brilliance, you can take apart a oh, let me show you guys. Okay, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about increasing the design. All right, here we go again. We're gonna go drive. All right, so I'm going to add this now. And here we go. We're going back to Embrilliance, guys. All right, now I'm going to show you this right here. All right, let's look at this design right here. And I'm going to make it a little bit big. Okay, so you guys can see it. Now, I want you guys to look like, let me see. Right here on the right-hand side, you see where it has the coquille, the final. It's on a 5x5 hoop. I'm going to click that little arrow right there, and it's going to open up all the steps, okay? Let's say I want to fill in the palm tree a little more, right? I'm going to select this step right here. Okay, see how I highlighted that 1.6? Now I want you to look at color, and I want you to look at stitches. I have that stitches is the little tab. Click on stitches, right here, it says density adjustment. Right here where it has fill 0%, whatever, if you want to fill it more, then you can go ahead. Now, I want you guys to realize one thing, all right? As I am moving it up to fill, the stitch count at the bottom is going up, all right? I'm going to move this back to 0. Okay. Okay, it says 0. The stitch count is at 1,733. I selected this portion, which is the green, the very dark green. Okay, I want to fill it in some more. So I'm going to move the arrow over and see how I'm filling it up 15%, 16%. We'll look at the stitch count. It went up to 1,967. Okay, so that is how you can do that, Sassy. So I'm glad you typed that in. So that way now you know. Okay, so that is how you can do it. Let's see. Hey Liliana. Oh, she's gonna combine Wilcon with Merly. See, run sales on Hatch. Yes, and I think John Deere is big on the Hatch and stuff. So see, how do you get all those fonts to show up in your drop down arrow? I purchased fonts from Etsy, but I don't see about 9 of them that come with the program. Okay, Tammy, one of the things that you have to do is, first of all, you got to make sure that when you purchase that font, that it's a BX font, format. Okay. Once you have the BX format, what you want to do is when you open it up in your Windows or your Finder, well, what you're going to do is you're going to drag that into Embrilliance, and then it's going to say install. Then close Embrilliance all the way, reopen it, and then you should be able to see that in the font thing. I do have a video, Tammy, if you look on my channel, and I do have a video that's called installing BX fonts. Okay. And that shows you step by step how to do it and stuff. So that will help you with that. Let's see. By drag and dropping them. Yes. Just like Bar said. Yeah. But I have a video if you need a visual. Okay. Yes. So he is an awesome resource and stuff. For patches, 60 to 75 weight of thread is recommended if you're making letters that are less than 0.2. Oh, 0.2. Yep. I like that with Embrilliance. You can purchase only part of the program you need. Yeah, that's one of the things that I like about it too, Walk by Faith, is that, and see, that's the thing though, in a way, I think a lot of people get confused, especially people that are kind of new to the embroidery world. You get kind of confused and everything because, you look at Embrilliance and then you're like, what is all this, but once you kind of figure it out that, I just tell people look at it as, it's like a big house. I think Lisa Shaw used that analogy also. A big house, and then say, hey, do I need a kitchen? Do I need a bedroom? Do I need a living room? Look at the different portions and then see what functions each portion has, and just get what you need. That is one of the things that I like. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Tammy. I appreciate that. Thank you. Needle sizes 65, 75 are your most popular needles. Yes, that is true. Yes. And I'm gonna be on, most of my needles are 7511. Well, you know what? Yeah, I got so many needles. Okay, because for embroidery, let's just stick to embroidery. Okay, embroidery I use 7511. Okay, that's my common, and that's usually what I use when I have 40 weight thread. Okay, and that's for like big fonts and designs and all that kind of stuff. Now, if you are embroidering logos, because logos are small, okay, they're usually like 4x4 or something like that, or even smaller, and then sometimes you're using small fonts. Okay, for those things, hey Mello, for those things, what I usually do is I use 60 weight thread, and I use a 65 needle. Okay. You're going to want to really invest in that 60 weight thread and the 65.9 needle, because trust me, it it looks, you can see the difference. You really, really are. Um, so passionate about the oh, thank you, Tammy. You're so sweet. Um, yeah, so and another function I just found out, I can show comments and stuff like that. I forgot about that. I just remembered that. So um let's see. Give a thumbs up so you don't forget. Yeah, guys, please give me a thumbs up and stuff. And I am so sorry with all the different changes in the screens, but it's just that when I'm showing people stuff, I really want you guys to see everything. Being able to see the available fonts is valuable. Yes, and I found that that little information, that little circle with the eye, that's what I learned today. And I was just, I that has been there all along. Never even knew that I was always there. I'm learning all the time, always picking up these little snicks here and there. um let's see. In Essentials, you can always check to see what characters are included in fonts if you click the question mark on the right of the text box. Yes, and I discovered that today. Had no idea. And then I was kind of like, oh, okay. And that is valuable because a lot of times, sometimes I need to type something like a phone number, right? Like let's say somebody orders shirts for their business, right? And they want their business phone number on the back. I'll be scrolling through looking, and I'm thinking maybe I have numbers associated with that font, and I don't. Now that I have that information thing, I mean, that will make it so much easier for me and stuff. Let me see. Yes. Okay, Trisha, is Merly a separate InBrilliance software, or is it included in one of the other modules? Okay, Trisha, Merly is actually like a module of InBrilliance. Okay, so it's kind of like the same thing. Like if you were to buy Enthusiast or Essentials and stuff, Merly is new. I don't think it's even been out that long. Because when I looked on their website, it was kind of like, a new, they had new product on there. And I was kind of like, oh, and when I started looking at it more, I found out it was patches. And that's something that I definitely do want to play around with this year. So I looked at it and I was like, okay, $200. Well, at first I was kind of like $200. Wow. But I'm like, okay. And then before I bought it, actually, what I did was I did a search on YouTube and I found Lisa Shaw and she was showing it. And when I saw it and I saw all the different fonts that come with it, and then I saw her messing around with how the fonts can fit in those different patch outlines, to me, I was like, okay, you can do a lot with this. So I could see this being very valuable. So then I took the plunge, and then I said, okay, um, if one wants to buy it, if one buys only the milk, can it be used alone? Okay, Lillian, see, that's what confuses me with InBrilliance is I've always was under the impression, and if someone knows the answer to this, I would really appreciate it though. But if one of the things that I did catch that Shaw said was you needed to have Stitch Artist level 3 in order to do the Merly section of it, which you needed that little round arrow. See, it's kind of hard for me to tell if you can or you can't, because the way I bought it was I bought InBrilliance first, then I bought the thumb. I got actually the how I did it. I bought Essentials, right? Because that was like the basic. Then I bought the thumbnailer because I was kind of like started buying all these embroidery files. And I had to open every embroidery file to find out what was what. And I had to come up with like a navy convention and stuff like that. And then after that we bought Stitch Artist level 3 because we were messing around with an embroidery file. And then I bought the density repair kit, and then today I bought the Merly patches. So that's how I bought it. So I don't know. From what I gather, though, I don't think you can, because I know that Lisa Shaw made that comment about that you had to have Stitch Artist 3. So I'm not really sure if that would work and stuff. Okay, sorry if you're asking, when you say software, what do you really mean? Okay, hey Sandra, all right, what I mean by the software is the application that you're using on the computer, okay? So, like, let's say Microsoft Word. Microsoft Word is a software. Let's see, QuickBooks is a software. So like, let's think of something else. QuickBooks is a software. Microsoft Excel is a software, and this is another thing too. Sandra, I'm glad you asked that question, because now something, a bell went off in my head. When you're thinking about InBrilliance, InBrilliance is a software, right? Think about Microsoft Office Suite. When you Microsoft has a suite, it's like a suite. So in Brilliance, it's like a suite. When you buy Microsoft, I think you get all three. You get Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. But then there's another software program. I think it's called oh, I forgot. It's the one with the Stitch Artist, where for project something. I don't know. Oh shoot, I forgot. But they have other Microsoft products, okay, that you can buy to add to the suite if you want to. So it's kind of like that. Okay. So I hope that that helps a little, Sandra. So, InBrilliance is software, okay? But there's it's a piece of software that has additional things that you can add so that it can enhance the way the software works. Okay. That's I hope I explained that pretty good. um no, merely cannot be used alone. That's what I figured. Okay, yeah, Barbara, yeah. In Brilliance thumb is a standalone. Yes, it is. Okay. I'm an Apple user. Thank you so much. You're welcome, Eve. Appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, I really do wish, honestly, that there were more and more embroidery software out there for Apple. Unfortunately, this is really the only one that I have come across. I would have loved it if Hatch or Somewhat Pro and all the other software out there had also like thought about, doing that. But I'm just not a Windows. I'm just not a Windows person and stuff. Man, this is a long night. I'm going at 10 o'clock again. I'm sorry, guys. Um, let's see. I have Thumbler and I can view my designs without opening. Yes, and that's what I love about the thumbnailer. You can do that. You can just open the design and stuff like that. So, thanks. I now understand. Awesome. Okay, cool. We help each other. Oh, I love it when we help each other. Okay, once you get thumbnails, does it organizes the files automatically? Hey, Guana, nope, it does not. It it does not. Thumbnailer is just a way for you to just look at the files individually so they show you the design. It is not like organizing, okay? So unfortunately, and I know what you're getting at is this is what's going to happen, especially to you new folks out there, okay? When you embroider, okay, you're going to end up buying a whole bunch of embroidery designs, right? Because you're going to want to try different stuff, right? You're going to buy files that are in the hoop. You're going to find different designs, for kitchens, for dinner napkins, for shirts, fonts. You're gonna buy a whole bunch. And this is what's gonna happen when you start buying them, right? It's downloaded, right? So it always goes down to your download folder. Not the files when they come down, they're always named differently, right? Like I have purchased some files where the name is just a bunch of letters and numbers. It does, the reason why it's a bunch of letters and numbers is because for the digitizer, that's how they track their designs, right? But for me as an embroiderer, when I look at that file name on my computer, it means absolutely nothing to me. So usually what I do is I open up the file, and then I look at the design, and if it's something like with a vase, then I'll rename it to vase. Um, and I try to organize it that way. So what's going to happen is, as you know, sometimes this is what happens to me. Sometimes I'm just, you know, in the zone of I'm gonna embroider something. I buy the file, I download it, and I put it in my Embrilliance in Embrilliance, and I design it, and I forget to go back to the downloads and rename that folder, right? To where that design is. So then what happens is then I have a whole bunch of folders with a bunch of different designs, and all the folders have the letters and the names, and I don't even know what's what. I don't even know where the embroidery design is of my Puerto Rican flag. I don't even know where my vases are. I don't even know where the spoons are, and all this stuff, right? So you somehow you just have to find a way to organize your stuff, okay? So usually what I do is anything that's related to kitchen, I always try to rename the file to what that design is. Like if it's a vase or something like that, I'll name it to vase and stuff. And then I put it in a folder that says kitchens. For my dinner napkins, I'll try to name it to something that looks like the picture, and then I'll put it in a dinner napkins folder. Organizing embroidery files can really, really be challenging and stuff. And the other thing too that I highly advise is, you're going to be buying so many embroidery files. I'm telling you, it's like it's going to be ridiculous, right? Sometimes you can get them like real dirt cheap for like 99 cents. I usually like buying from Marsha Embroidery on Etsy. Her stuff is like $1 and stuff, and she's got beautiful designs, and I'm always buying and I'm always downloading them because I'm like, oh, that's cute, that's cute, that's cute. Next thing you know, I got them all in there. So anyway, but always have a place where you back up your files. This is what I use personally. I mean, there are a lot of different techniques that people use. I use an external hard drive, and I put all of my embroidery files on here. I try to update this at least once a month because I'm always afraid that, God forbid, something happens to my computer. Then what ends up happening is I lose all my embroidery files, and then there have been times when I go to a website and I'll just buy a design and I download it, right? Sometimes it's not a website that I often visit. So I may forget about the URL to that website, or I may forget where I actually purchased an embroidery file. So I always like to have it on my external drive just in case. So it's just a little hint, just something to, be careful of, or keep backup USBs, flash drives, and all that good stuff, because you don't want to lose your stuff and everything. Excuse my husband. He burped. And so I don't know if you guys heard it. um, okay. Yes, Thumbnator is just a viewer. Okay. I'm curious, what is the majority does when buying fonts besides BX? Do you also download the file type for your machine, or BX only? Okay. Hey, Yobi. Okay. When I buy fonts, I always buy the BX font, the BX format. The reason why I do that is because BX format fonts are the ones that you can just import into InBrilliance, and then I'm good to go. Now, if you buy the PES format, or the format that's compatible to your machine, you won't be able to import those fonts into InBrilliance. Now, the reason why it's easier to get the BX font is because when you import that BX format in Brilliance, you can use your keyboard and just type the letters and hit enter, and your word will come up. If you don't do that, then what happens is you would have to go file, open, and pick that letter and open it. Then file, open, pick the next letter and open it. And then file, open, pick the next letter and open it. So you're going to be doing a lot of file, open, pick the letter, and open it in the screen to put all the letters together. Okay. So that is the value of the BX fonts with Embrilliance, is that you buy the set, you import it in the software, and then you can type it up. Okay, you could just use your keyboard to type the letter, the name, you hit enter, and it's just right there. And then you just make whatever adjustments you need to make. So I hope that helps a little bit. Let's see, I think I lost. The thing. Okay. Da, 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 da. Yeah. Okay. Um, Computer. I'm trying to add the logo to my CET and turn it to embroidery, but I'm a bit lost on that. I have LB 5000. I'm not computer savvy, but I am trying to add my logo to the USB and turn it into an embroidery. Okay. Hey, Shab, uh, Shabray. Okay. You, all right. I don't know of any software that will automatically take an image and convert it to an embroidery file. You have to get pictures and stuff like that, logos and any kind of graphics that you have to get them digitized. So that's where the digitizers come in. So my recommendation would be to get with a digitizer, send them your logo, have them digitize it for you, and let them know what format you need it to be in. I don't know what a LB 5000 is, if that's a Viking or whatever it is, but you let them know what machine you're using, and they will go ahead and they will convert that to, well, not even if they don't convert it, they actually have to create the file for you and stuff. So you have to get a digitizer to do that. Used in foreign languages. Let's see. Okay, I'm trying to look more for, okay, you'll need stitch level 3 for Merly. I have Enthusiast, which includes all of it. Yeah, I think you do. You have to have stitch level Stitch Artist 3. And Stitch Artist 3 is not cheap. I mean, I think I paid $600 for that. So I was just like, ugh. Okay, that's an investment of, yes, it is, Liliana. Yes, $849. Yes, because you got to buy level 3 and then Merly. Yes, it is. It's, yeah, expensive. Let's see. So Merly can work by itself. Merly cannot work by itself. You have to have level 3 in order to work for it. It's just like Liliana stated upstairs. You have to buy both in order to do Merly. Let's see. I'm so glad that I'm not the only one that has problems organizing my files. Yeah, Robin, I mean, it is challenging. It really is. And, I mean, it's just keeping up, and the thing is too, is I have so many. And then even when people ask for personalization, I have to take a file and I have to modify it and I personalize it for them and stuff like that. So it can get messy. What's the size of your external drive? Gee, I don't know. Let me see. See what this one says. All right. My eyes. Okay. I believe this is oh man, I don't know. My husband got this for me and I don't know the size of it. It does not say. I know it's a big one. I think this is a terabyte. I think it is a terabyte and stuff, because he was kind of like, you shouldn't need anything for a long time. So I think, I don't mark my words, but I think it's a terabyte. And you can get these off of Amazon and stuff. But I think that's what I have. Yes, Iris, yes. Sometimes she has the sales for 35 cents, and that's when I really buy a whole bunch of stuff. Oh man, okay, it is 10 o'clock, guys. It is 10 o'clock. but I want to make sure I got everything. And I think I do. I think I have everybody's questions on there. Please make sure you download your purchase. Yes, and back them up. Yes, that is so, so important. Okay, guys. Guys, as always, I go over the time and I am so, so sorry. Hey, Boricua, any experience with that? Hey, Kingston, Boston. All right. If it broke your threader, unfortunately, you're gonna have to take it in so they can replace it. That, that sucks. I have tried to see if there was a way that I could do that myself, but I have not been able to figure that out. So what I would do, J King Boston, is I would try see if you can find something on YouTube that says replacing the threader on SC1900. I have not been able to find one, but you never know if somebody pops it up. But I would definitely reach out to brother and see, because one of the things that I wanted to do is I wanted to see if I could find a replacement to that, and I couldn't even find the part. So my guess, Boston, is that you may have to go to the sewing shop to get that repaired. And I know that sucks, and it's probably not something you want to hear, but I think that's going to be the only option that you have and stuff, until we can figure that out and stuff. Hey, Trisha, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate that. Oh, man, thank you, Queen. Oh, I'm sorry, Boston. I feel bad telling you the bad news, but that's, yeah. For this multi needles, I was able to fix the needle threader. For the SC1900, I looked and I couldn't find the part. I even went to Sewing Machine Plus, couldn't find it there. But you know what I would do, and this is an idea. When you do take it in to get it serviced, and this is something that I told somebody to do, because I done that with my multi needle machines. When you go to get a service, tell them you want to watch and you want to see how they replace that needle threader, okay? And then while you're there, ask them, hey, how much is it for an extra part, so I can have that in hand. So because the chances are, if it broke once, okay, you hope that it never breaks again, but God forbid it does, right? And then you already watched the guy do it, or the lady do it, whoever fixes it. You already saw them do it, and you already bought that part. So you have it in hand, you save it, and then when something happens, you can do it on your own. So just a thought, something, something to think about and stuff. So sewing parts online. Yeah, I think it's machine sewing parts online, something like that, and everything. Okay. And guys, I am going to let you go. You guys have a great evening. I know it's late. I am so, so sorry. It's just that I wanted to make sure I answered everybody's questions and everything like that. And, wanted to break down Embrilliance a little bit for you guys, because I put that video out of my favorites and the fonts, and I ended up getting a lot of questions and stuff like that. And, I want folks to feel comfortable, with it and stuff like that, and make sure I help people out and everything. So guys, thank you so much for joining me this evening. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much for all the support. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and spread the word about the channel and stuff like that. And if also, please join the Facebook, the Facebook group. Put questions out there. If there is stuff out there, oh, hey, Cheryl, thank you so much. I appreciate that. If there is stuff out there that you guys want me to do a video on, let me know. Right now, one of the things that I want to do, and, I'm writing down different projects that I want to work on. I want to do a bunch of videos on the SC1900, okay? The projects that I want to do on the SC1900 are projects where we're going to use both sides of the machine. We're going to do the embroidery, and we're also going to do the sewing, because I asked for a poll the last time, and I want you guys to know that 55% of you guys responded saying that you guys want more videos on the SC1900, and 32% of you guys said you want more videos on the small projects. 13% said multi-needle. And what I want to do is I really want to, oh, Margie, thank you so much for the sticker. I appreciate that. One of the things that I want to do is I hear you, and I really want to focus on the community that has the single needle machines and stuff like that, because you see a lot of people with the multi needles, and I think that's great. But the single needle machines are really awesome too. So I want to come up with a lot of projects where we can use this baby and we can use both sides of it. Okay. So I figured what I will do is I'll say, hey, this is what we're going to make. I want to make very simple projects in the beginning, so that way the people that just got the machines and everything can learn the functionality of the machine and be comfortable on how to use it. And basically, it's just going to be a bunch of stuff that we can sew, embroider, and stuff, and that way you guys can become more familiar with it. So I think that would be like really, really awesome, so you guys can really learn the features. Also, I want you guys to know that in the channel, one of the things that I did was I broke down some playlists. Okay, so I have like a playlist on the SC1900. So if you're new with that machine, I try to cover as much of the capabilities of the machine as possible. The feet, how to use each of the feet. I even have some little accessories you can buy for the SC1900 and stuff, how to use all that stuff. I am going to do a video soon on the 5 by 12 magnetic hoop. I want to try that out. I still have it here. And it's just that sometimes I get in that little funk. You get in that little thing where you want to do stuff, and then it's like life happens. And so, oh, thank you, Susan. I appreciate that. So, but I really do want to do more videos on the SC1900, because I hear you guys. Okay, that was the reason why I put that poll out there, is because I wanted to see what you guys wanted me to show you, because I mean, this channel is all for you guys. So the SC1900, got it, hear you. And small projects, got it. And I am still going to show some stuff on the multi needle, but probably not as much, because I'm going to focus on the little guy over here, so that way we can have some fun with these small machines. Okay, so you guys have a great one. Have a good evening. Thank you so much for spending this evening with me. I really appreciate it. As always, I will always be here Friday at 8 o'clock and stuff. And if you have topics that you want me to cover and stuff like that, like I said, please feel free, reach out. Here to help and support in any way I can. Okay, so you guys have a great one. Love you guys. Be safe out there. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.